What up, Salsa? What's going on, my dude? What's up, my guy? How you doing, brother? What is up? What is going on? So I just wanted to come on here tonight, guys. We obviously took a vote in the community tab earlier that you guys wanted me to come on here and just do a little bit of a hangout stream and just chill with all of you guys. So that's what we're going to do tonight. We can talk about whatever you want. No Bruins and no Celtics tonight. Red Sox haven't started up, and unfortunately, the Patriots are not playing in the Super Bowl. So we got no sports going on tonight. What up, guys? What's up, Beastie? How you doing, brother? What up, man? Yeah, so unfortunately, no Patriots in the Super Bowl. Red Sox haven't started yet, and no Celtics and no Bruins. So not too much going on in the world of Boston sports. What's up, Angelo? What's up, my guy? What up? So not too much going on in the world of Boston sports today. So I figured I'd just come on here and maybe just for a little while, maybe a half hour, an hour, something like that, just hang out with you guys for a bit. What's up, Nick? What's going on, bud? What's up? Ooh. It is kind of nice to just come on here and hang out with you guys, not have to worry about calling a game or doing any quote unquote work. Just kind of chilling out with you guys is nice. I don't get to do that too much. So this would be pretty good. This is going to be a good stream, man. Just give me a chance to relax and hang out with you guys for a bit. So what do you think, guys? What do you think? Hey, what's up, Alex? What do you guys think? Do you think Danny Ainge's going to make a big move, or do you think he's just going to kind of ride this one out with the Celtics the way they are? Because they've been inconsistent this year, to say the least. So I'm I've gone back and forth with what they should really do. Should they make a move? Should they break that team up a little bit and see what they can do, or should they just kind of stick with what they got? Yes, it did, Brayton. I can see it now. He does, man. He tends to err on the side of caution there, and usually he'll just kind of ride the season out with the talent that he's got. That's what my thinking is, at least. That's what my thinking is, at least. And who knows in what direction the Red Sox are going in, because they don't even have a skipper at the moment. So that's going to be an interesting thing to follow. There is the situation with the Red Sox, because right now they don't even have a skipper yet. So it's going to be interesting to see how that plays out. Brayton, I sure hope so. I sure hope he does. But I mean, there's no stopping another team from throwing a boatload of cash at him. There's no stopping the Raiders and no stopping the Chargers from throwing in a boatload of cash in Brady's direction and trying to lure him away. Honcho, there's a weird feel like they're going to be playing with a lot of extra motivation now too. Ever since that Kobe incident, they're going to be playing with a lot of extra motivation as well. So they're going to be a hard team to beat. Hey, Sabrina. Yeah, so they're Boston sports guys. They could look drastically different next year, especially if Brady leaves. Because I mean, I don't know if Brady goes somewhere else. Let's say the Chargers or the Chargers or the Raiders or the Titans or one of these teams that has a lot of extra cap space manage to kind of lure him away. The Pats are going to be they're going to be left hanging high and dry. Um, I mean, I don't think he's leaving. I really don't. I would be shocked if Brady left. I really would be. I don't think he's going to be leaving. I think they'll get some sort of a deal done before he goes. If he does, though, the Patriots are going to be in some trouble because they got a lot of guys coming up. There a lot of guys contracts coming up. Sabrina, they are going to be extra motivated. That's for sure. There's going to be a lot of extra motivation added to how they play. Definitely going to be a lot of added motivation to that, for sure, no doubt. Brady to the Bears. There's like 4 or 5 teams out there that definitely have the money to afford him. That's for sure. Because I do believe he's going to be seeking. I do believe Brady's going to try and go after 30 plus. That's at least my thinking, guys. That he's going to go after 30 plus. He's probably going to go after 30 plus. That would be my thinking. That would be where I think he's at. No, I do not trust him. Nope. But he's the best option we got if Brady leaves. Either that or they try and use a bunch of collateral to move up in the draft and try and take a quarterback. I don't trust him though. No, I do not. I definitely do not. What's up, Coach? What up, Coach? So let's play a hypothetical game, guys. Let's play a hypothetical game. What team out there? So I'll give you guys some teams, and you tell me which one you think's stands the best chance of signing Brady. All right, let's play a hypothetical game. So the ones that I've been hearing the most about, at least here in Boston, there's really been 3 teams that the Boston media has kind of narrowed down the Brady watch to, and that is the Raiders, the Chargers, and the Titans. Those are the three major teams. So out of those 3, which one do you guys think is the most likely? So let's play a hypothetical game. Which one do you guys think is the most likely spot that Brady would end up out of those 3? So once again, it's the Titans, the Chargers, and the Raiders. So you tell me, guys, what do you guys think? Me personally, if I was Brady and I wanted to go with familiarity and be able to kind of trust have some good talent surrounding me, it would really be between two teams. It would come down to the Chargers and the Titans. Those are the 2 teams that I would pick from. For me, it would either be the Chargers or the Titans. The coach says he thinks he stays. Well, let's play a hypothetical game, Coach. If he left, where do you think he would most likely end up? Let's look at it like that. Let's say one of those 3 teams threw $36 million a year at him for 3 years. Me personally, it would come down to two. Like I said, it would come down to two teams. It would either be the Chargers or the Titans. Either one fits well because a running game is a quarterback's best friend. And both of those teams can run the ball pretty good. If you really want to get technical, I think the Titans' offensive line is a little bit better than the Chargers. Sorry, guys, cat fur everywhere. So I believe the Titans' offensive line is a little better than the Chargers. So probably going to lean towards Tennessee. And not only that, but there's a bunch of New England connections in Tennessee, so he would definitely be comfortable there. It would be a stretch for Tennessee, but I believe they could afford him. Honcho, I really don't see him leaving either, but this is just hypothetically. This is just hypothetical thinking. So the coach says, so for those of you guys who don't know, the coach plays as a Tennessee Titans fan. So, and the Titans being one of those teams that could possibly target Brady, coach says, I will say we're going to rank them. You were going to rank the two. He said he would put the Chargers ahead of the Titans only because he expects the Titans to keep Tannehill. Interesting. Coach, but that does mean that the Titans are going to have to pay Tannehill a boatload of money to keep him. He's gonna ask for a lot of money. Tannehill will definitely ask for a lot of money. I don't like Cam Newton. He's another one I have trouble trusting. I just, where I could see Cam I could see Newton going to the Chargers as a stopgap guy. I could see that. I could see San Diego picking him up as like a stopgap guy where he could play there for 2 years, 3 years, and while the Chargers kind of build towards getting their future quarterback, but he could be a stopgap guy there. I don't think he'll be back in the NFL, Brayton. I don't think he'll be back in the NFL. Tyrod Taylor. Oh, that's right. He is a Charger. He is. That's right. Honcho, remind me again who your team is. My memory's beyond me right now. I forget who your team is, Honcho. Remind me again, my dude. I believe so too, Brayton. What's up, Pats Nation? How you doing, brother? What's up? Oh, all right, Bear. Yeah. Honcho, Cam could serve you guys as a stopgap quarterback too, while you guys hunt for your quarterback of the future as well. So he could possibly serve you guys there with probably 2 years while you guys try and pick out a quarterback of the future. He could do that. I think he could play serviceably for 2 years. I could see that. Definitely not like a franchise guy, but at least a stopgap guy where they could insert him for 2 years while they look for their future. So the biggest thing with me, guys, especially this offseason for the Patriots, is it's going to be awfully interesting how they draft. I think if you watch the Patriots draft this year, you're gonna see how they look at the future by how they draft. Whether or not they're going to kind of go all in with Brady. So if they start drafting all young talent, then you kind of got to assume that they're going to be that they're probably not going to pay Brady what he wants, and they're going to play hardball with him. But if they spend all their time and effort going after these guys in free agency and bringing guys in and just trying to sell out for Brady for 1 year, it's this like I said, this offseason's for the Pats is going to be very interesting because it'll kind of be the first time that the Patriots have really sold out for 1 year for one guy, because they usually do not do that. So it's either, play hardball with Brady and draw a line in the sand and say, this is our price and we're going to, move forward the way we move. Or do you, do you cave to what Brady wants and the demands that he gives you? It's the back and forth, guys, has already started. You can already see some of the mind games and some of the little pokes and prods from the Brady camp and the Belichick back and forth. Jennifer, I think he does stay. I do think he does. I do think Brady will continue to be a Patriot. It's just going to be pretty interesting to watch this offseason. What up, Nitro? What's up, my dude? What's going on, man? Imagine Brady to the Browns. I don't know. I would probably laugh. Brady to the Browns and Baker to the Patriots. Now that would be a blockbuster. We're just chilling out, Nitro. We're just chilling out with the squad tonight, man. Just hanging out with the fans tonight. I don't think so, Sabrina. I think Rule's gonna get rid of Newton. I think he's gonna make room on that roster. It's a wasted roster spot with Newton there. So I don't think he's gonna be a Panther. What about Phillip Rivers to the Bears? What about Phillip Rivers to the Bears? I wonder what do you guys think of that move? Jennifer, it's tough to know Brady's mindset because he's kind of playing this like he's completely 100% fine with leaving the Patriots, with at least all the press releases and all the stuff and all the media appearances and how he talks. He's talking like he's completely fine with leaving. So, I mean, unless that's a big game that he's playing, which I think it's kind of 50-50. I think he's half and half. I think he's half playing around and half hoping that the Patriots will kind of give him a little bit of compensation, whether that's talent-wise or money-wise has yet to be seen. Brayton, I think it's Breeze has already said it's Saints or bust with that in that department. He's already said that it's Saints or bust. So he's either gonna re-sign with the Saints or gonna retire. So I don't think we're gonna see Breeze play anywhere but New Orleans because he's pretty much said that. Nitro, you cooking? What are you cooking? And I hope you making enough for me. Sabrina, it would make sense. Rivers to the to the Bears would make sense because he's better than Trubisky. He is better than Trubisky. Hey, what's up, Zach? What's going on, man? What's up? I think that does make sense, though. I think that's a win-win for both teams. I think that is a win-win for both teams. Tired of school. I remember them days, man. I remember them days. Jennifer, the Patriots are going to be in the next couple of years. We're going to have to monitor that situation really probably pretty close because, like I said, a lot of these guys on the Patriots are getting older now, and especially, I mean, the McCourty twins are getting older. A lot of the secondary is, I mean, the two safeties are getting older within McCourty and Patrick Chung, and then there's Jason McCourty, the cornerback there. He's getting older. The linebackers, what do they do with them? Do they keep Kyle Van Noy? Because Van Noy is going to ask for a ton of money. Steaks, Nitro, you better be making me one. Medium, my dude. My steak is medium. FYI. Who do I got in the Super Bowl, Zach? I am going to take the Niners. I'm going to take the Niners in that defense in the Super Bowl. I will take San Francisco. I'm going to go with the old adage that defense wins championships, and I'm going to take San Francisco and Jimmy G this year. That is the direction that I'm going in. But what do you guys think? Who you guys got? I got the Niners. Who you guys taking in the Super Bowl? I got San Francisco. Damian, that's very true. He's old, but you could use him as a stopgap. You could use him as a stopgap quarterback while you take, 2 years to kind of find your guy of the future. I do think he could serve that purpose. But definitely not as a permanent quarterback. Definitely not. Nitro says Niner gang. Yeah, I'm taking San Fran too. I am taking San Francisco too. Brayton. That's kind of funny, man. Zach says he's taking the Chiefs. So Zach's got the Chiefs. Me and Nitro got the Niners. Jennifer says she doesn't have a rooting interest because she only roots for the Pats. That's cool. Last three members. Me, Bobby, and Nitro. That's kind of funny, Brayden. That's pretty funny. That's pretty funny, man. Yeah, it should be a good game though, guys. It should be a good one. I just Zach, I just can't root for the Chiefs, man. I just can't bring myself to root for the Chiefs. I got nothing against Patrick Mahomes. I just think Andy Reid is an idiot. to be quite honest. I think he's a moron and he doesn't deserve to win a Super Bowl. He's a nice guy, but he's an idiot. So I'm taking Jimmy G and the Niner gang to come away with this one. Jennifer, so your household's got to be split when on Sundays then? Damien says Andy Reid's Super Bowl curse will continue. I hope so, Damien. I hope you're right, man. I hope you're right. Now, here's what I don't know about you guys, but I have a vibe. I have a vibe going into this game that this could end up being very similar to when the Broncos and Seahawks played each other, and it was, Peyton Manning in that offense versus that, prolific Seattle defense. And we all remember what happened in that Super Bowl. Seattle absolutely beat the snot out of them. I can see that happening. I can totally see that happening with this. And but you never know, man. You never ever know. But I could totally see that happening. I could see that going down this weekend, for sure. I mean, I hope we get a good game, and I hope it's back and forth and a close game. But I could totally see it happening where that Niners defense just takes over. Because the front four for San Fran is very, very good, and they don't really need to blitz to control a game, which is in the NFL nowadays, that's huge. If you don't have to send any more guys than you need to get the job done, that's huge. So if they can rush four and keep the rest of them guys back in coverage, it's going to be interesting. Yeah, Salsa, that was me being a little bit slow trying to set the stream up. I apologize for that, my dude. Welcome back. Welcome back. Yeah, we should be in for a pretty good game though. I'm looking forward to it. And then we got the Warriors, the Celtics and Warriors coming up this Friday, which should be a good one too. Celtics playing the Warriors this Friday, the 30th, I believe. So that should be a good game as well. Looking forward to that one. Hopefully the Celtics can continue playing the way they've been playing, because that was a nice showing the other day from Boston there down in Miami. They played a good game. Good to see Gordon Hayward play like that. Is it tomorrow or is it Friday? I believe it's the 30th, right? And that would be tomorrow. So you're right. You're right, Miami Canes. My mistake. You're right, my dude. So they play the Warriors tomorrow. Jennifer, I'm rooting for the Niners. I'm going to be rooting for the Niners. I know that. Jimmy G's a former Patriot, and he was a really good teammate while he was here. Never complained, never threw anybody under the bus. Never, you never saw him in trouble. So I'm rooting for him. I'm rooting for him to get his first ring because I think he deserves it. All right, Miami, hold on. Let me go back up, my dude, so I can see that comment. Hold on one sec. All right, I got you, buddy. I saw it. We're good. Well, that sucks that happened. Sorry that happened to you, dude. That sucks. But yeah, I'm rooting for the Niners because of Jimmy G, and I really do want to see him get his first ring because I think he deserves it. I think Jimmy deserves it. Uh, John Lynch uh, just started with the 49ers a little while back, and he's done a heck of a job building that team up. And they insert the new coach Kingsbury there. Kingsbury there, and not Kingsbury. Sorry, guys, I'm not Kingsbury. Shanahan, excuse me. Kingsbury's with Kyler Murray. They insert Shanahan there, so I'm rooting for them. I'm rooting for the Niners. This Niners defense is definitely going to be the best. Probably one of the best, or probably if not the best, one of the biggest challenges that the Kansas City offense has faced. So we're gonna get to see how good that Kansas City offense really is. So it's going to be a good kind of measuring stick for how good that Kansas City offense really is. I like Joe Montana too, Jennifer. I like Montana as well. I like Joe Montana as well. What I'm really interested in following, guys, I know it's still kind of a ways away, but the I got a lot of questions about the Red Sox too. So if any of you guys watch baseball, we're going to be doing the Red Sox games as well, and I got a lot of questions about that. I got a lot of questions about that team as well because Mookie Betts could be out of here, and that was one of the best talents that the Red Sox have had in years. So he could be out of here. They're already talking to San Diego about a Betts trade, so we may not even see Mookie Betts on this team for long if that news, if the trade talks with San Diego continue. Um, the new manager, the new GM there of the Red Sox, looking to probably dump some cash and start building for the future through the draft. Because I guess from what I've read about him, he's pretty good at he's pretty good with drafting prospects and young talent. So he's probably going to be looking to dump Mookie Betts' contract on somebody else because Betts is going to ask for a ton of money. Mookie is going to be asking for a ton of money. So I don't think, I do not think we're going to see Mookie Betts on this team at the start of spring training. I think he will be traded. There's a lot of questions, though, man. There's a lot of questions around. We don't even have the Red Sox don't even have a manager yet. They have a GM, but no manager. So we gotta. And I don't even know if they're. I mean, they'll probably wait till right before the season and hire one because, I mean, from what I've heard on the radio and from what I've read and been, kind of digging through the beat writers and just doing my own research, they really haven't even started to really focus on getting a manager in. So that's going to be another thing to have to watch. I mean, they hire a manager, let's say a week before the spring training starts and all that. I mean, then you got to start building chemistry like late. That's late. Like they should be hiring one now. But that's not the case. And that whole the cheating scandal with the Red Sox and the Astros and all that stuff, that was crazy. We had to go through that. Don't forget about that, guys. That was a week worth of just absolute madness trying to sort through all that evidence. Jennifer, the Red Sox they're going to be it's going to be tough sledding for them this year. I think this season. I think it's going to be tough. I think the Red Sox are going to be faced with a lot of adversity this year for sure. Brayton says he's a Mets fan. All right, cool, man. I'll have to keep that in mind. I will keep that in mind, Brayton, for sure, man. But yeah, the Sox, they got a lot of question marks. They got a lot of question marks. And they need some help. It's blatantly obvious. The last few years have proven that they need some help to get to that next level. And to be honest, I think the Yankees are setting themselves up for a World Series run again next year. So I have a feeling we'll be seeing New York back in the thick of things next year. I think they're setting themselves up for another World Series run. And if Boston wants to compete, then they better think twice about the moves that they make, because the Yankees they're already on it. They're already on top of their stuff, and they're already doing what they need to do to set themselves up for another playoff run. Your husband is a Yankee fan. Unless they play my horrible Mets. Hey man, if you're a Mets fan, I got to give you credit. I'll give you credit there, Brayden. Being a Mets fan that's not easy, dude. That is not easy. So a little bit of credit. I'll give you credit there. That's an organization that's been troublesome and just they've been lackluster for a while. Last year we had a late start. I don't want it to get me either, Sabrina. I don't want to see what happened last year happen again. I'm with you on that one. I'm definitely with you on that one. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that kind of a repeat performance of last year. That's kind of where all that trouble started for us. Was they started so slow. They had that big World Series hangover, and they just dug themselves too big of a hole in the beginning of the season to climb out of. You know what I mean? They put themselves so far behind the eight ball in the beginning of the season that it was just hard for them to recover from it. They spent, April and May were not good for them. And then they spent, June, July, and August trying to make up for the first 60 days of the season, and they just couldn't do it. They just couldn't do it. Yeah, hopefully the Celtics, though. We still got the Celtics on a good run. The Bruins are playing well, so soccer. Hockey and basketball are doing well. The Celtics and the Bruins are playing exceptional at the moment. So hopefully we can just continue that stretch of good play, and we hopefully we get a cup run out of the Bruins. That would be excellent. I'm definitely going to do all of the hockey playoffs. That's for sure. And all of the basketball, as long as the Celtics are still in the playoffs, we're going to cover that as well. But yeah, hopefully we get 2 playoff runs out of the Celtics and the Bruins, because that would be excellent. Because playoff hockey and playoff basketball are different ball games. They're a lot more intense, and they're a lot more fun to watch. Hockey and basketball teams really kind of crank it up in the playoffs. So they're basketball and hockey playoffs are different. It changes, the game changes. It gets a lot more intense. Every minute means things in the especially in hockey. Every half, every half minute, every 30 seconds, every shift means something in hockey. So playoff hockey is awesome. I really do hope we get a cup run out of the Bruins, because that would be spectacular. I went to the last Bruins parade, guys, when they won when they won the cup. I did go to that Bruins parade. That was awesome. That was spectacular. That was a lot of fun. Hopefully we get to do that again. I hope so, Adam. I certainly hope so. I certainly hope the Sox are better this year. They have to start good this year. That's the thing. They have to start off good and they have to maintain it. Make the cat a YouTube channel? I don't think it'd be too exciting. He's over in the corner sleeping right now. He's sleeping in the corner on the corner of the couch right now. So I don't know how exciting his YouTube channel would be. Maybe I could strap a GoPro to him and let him run around the house for a bit and see how that goes. Adam, the Celtics are due. They are definitely due. Although a Celtics Lakers final would be phenomenal. A Celtics Lakers final would be phenomenal. That would be awesome. A Celtics Lakers final would be incredible. But you know what though, guys, it would be a lot of fun, but what's up, Short King? How you doing, brother? What up, man? You know what though? The rivalries aren't the same anymore because all these guys are friends. Hey, Keith, what's up? You know what I mean, though, guys? The rivalries aren't the same anymore because these guys are all friends. They're all like best friends. Back when KG, Paul Pierce, and Allen, when the big three were together, that Lakers team and that Celtics team, they hated each other. They might have. There was real like bad blood between those two teams. They really just didn't like each other, and it made for great TV. It made for great basketball and great TV because both of those teams pushed each other to the limit. Like rivalries aren't what they used to be. I mean, I want it to be back to that level of, I want to see that level of rivalry again. I just don't know if we're going to get that. The NBA is just different nowadays. It's just different. So, I mean, I hope we see it again. I really do. How you doing, Keith? What's going on, my man? What's up, Blake? How you doing, Blake Carpenter? How you doing, brother? But it's just different, though. It just is. But when there's that kind of like tension on the court where both of these teams don't like each other, it just makes for, it adds to the atmosphere. It adds to like the Lakers were coming to town, for the finals. The atmosphere in the Garden was just different. The atmosphere in the TD Garden was just different. Like that when the Lakers and the Celtics played each other, it was in the finals. I mean, that the Garden shook. Like it shook. You could feel it. The energy in that place was ridiculous. It was just, like I said, it was, the rivalries are just different now. They're not as intense as they used to be. Jennifer, my basketball team is the Celtics. I mean, I really do want it to be back to that. I really do want to see those old school rivalries kind of renewed. That would, it would really do wonders for the game. And like just me being a fan, like a fan growing up, like it was just watching those old school rivalries and like, Bird and Magic and just watching the Jordan in his heyday and just the rivalries that he had. It's just the game has just changed, and it goes with all sports, like football as well. There's it's changed as well. Professional sports have changed. The rivalries have kind of been watered down a little bit. So I'm hoping to get that, that kind of that kind of intense rivalry back up and running. What up, Double A? What's up? But yeah, the basketball playoffs are going to be good. The Celtics, I think their biggest, I think the C's biggest, I think their biggest competition is the Bucks. They got to get past Milwaukee. I think if because I have a feeling they're gonna, in order to get to the finals, they're gonna have to go through. They're gonna have to go through Milwaukee, and they're probably gonna have to. I mean, I bet if the Heat keep playing the way they're playing, they may sneak into the playoffs as well. And Miami pushed the Celtics to the limit the other day too. So there's going to be a lot of good basketball teams that the C's are going to have to compete with. And it's definitely the playoffs are definitely going to test the Celtics this year. They'll test the Celtics big time. But I do think we're going to get some good basketball, man. I do think we're going to get some good basketball and hockey as well. Like we talked about it a little bit earlier, the hockey playoffs are going to be spectacular. Um, the Bruins, for the faults that they do have, they've just managed to play good. They've had a good season. Boston Bruins have had a good season this year. They've gotten real good at just kind of facing any adversity that's kind of thrown at them, and they take it in stride, and they've really picked it up in the last couple weeks. So that's a good thing to see too. But what do you think, guys? What do you guys? I mean, I'm open to. We can talk about whatever y'all want to talk about. I'm pretty open, man. I come on here and just talk about what I want, but I mean, we could talk about anything, guys. So if you have any questions or anything, you can feel free to just throw them up in the chat. Talk about whatever you guys want. This is a stream just hanging out with you guys. I just wanted to come on here and just chill out with you guys for a bit tonight. Jennifer says she's a Bulls fan. Nice. Excellent, Jennifer. Jordan was one of my absolute favorites growing up. I thoroughly enjoyed watching Jordan play the game of basketball. He was something else, man. Keith, who is my favorite college team? I don't really, to be honest, Keith, I really don't watch a lot of college. To be honest, guys, college football up here in basketball up here in the Northeast is really not, it's really not that big compared to the other, the big four major sports here in the city. So I only speak for me, but at least from what I've noticed, that there's just not a lot of there's just not a real big following for the college basketball and college football around here. Sabrina, he's having an excellent year. Pasternak is having an excellent year. He's having a very, very good year. The one thing that gets me about Pasta, though, is that he can play really, really, really good, and then all of a sudden he'll hit a cold streak of like 3 or 4 games where he plays real soft and like he'll shy away from contact. I don't think he likes getting hit. That's one thing I will say. I don't think he likes contact. I don't think he likes getting hit. I don't think he likes it when people are more physical with him because he tends to shy away from it because he's not that big of a guy. So I think the way you kind of neutralize Pasternak is to just hit him and be physical with him. But luckily he's so fast that's kind of hard to do. But I think that's the one weakness that Pasta has, is that he shies away from contact at times and he doesn't like getting hit. Yeah, that's Boston Harbor, Arter. So this behind me, guys, I'll move out of the way. This is Boston Harbor. So that the little archway that you guys see there, the arch in the middle, that's Faneuil Hall. That big tall building with the yellow on top, that's International Place. Um, we've actually done work on those buildings. Um, but that's Boston Harbor. The Museum of Science is over over that way. That small building back there, that's the museum, or that's across the street from the Museum of Science. I take that back. The Museum of Science across the street, and then that little building here is actually I take no, it's over here. Over that way. So it would be that way. That's the New England Aquarium. TG, I work for a masonry and concrete restoration company, man. What up, Carver family? What's up? Basically construction, my dude. Masonry and concrete restoration. So a division of construction. Yeah, it's not bad. I can't complain. Pays the bills, TG. Can't complain, my dude. What's up, Carver? How you doing, brother? What's up, man? Just kind of chilling out with the squad tonight. You know, hey TG, so that's a trade too, man. I'm sure you can relate to this. The trades are a dying art, man. Trades are a dying art, my dude. I tell you one thing. The trades are a dying art. Masonry and it's any of those trades and unions, it's it's I tell you, dude, it's a dying art. It's they're becoming, rare. What's up, Mac? How you doing, man? Yankees and Cole, I think it was a smart move for them. They needed to shore up some. They needed a good, a solid guy. TG, you know it, man. Like I'm telling you, dude, it's a dying art. It is. I'm telling you, man. I'm sure you see it on the daily too. I'm sure you see it on the daily too, man. I see it. Believe me, I see it daily, Monday through Friday, dude. I could. I'm telling you, I see it daily. It's none of these. Nobody wants to really work for their money anymore, you know, because the trades you got to work. The trades. If you're in the trades, if you're a carpenter, if you're an electrician, a pipe fitter, mason, construction guys, mechanics, auto body guys, the trades are there. You work for your money, man. You work. It's 8 or 10 hours a day of just work. Oh, I got you, Carver. I see you up there. 8 years working with your dad. I know how that is too, man. I'm telling you, it's just different these days, guys. It's just different. I tell you one thing though, if you're a fan of Boston sports, whether you're a fan of the Red Sox, yeah, you have some TG, you do get some days where it is relatively easy. I'm telling you, let me tell you one thing though, guys. It's if you're a fan of Boston sports, we've been incredibly lucky and incredibly blessed that we've with our sports teams that we've had the that we've just we've run the like this is title town, man. I don't know how else to say it. Like the Bruin, I mean, between the Celtics, the Patriots, and the Red Sox, you really, I mean, you throw the one cup the Bruins have had, from 2000 to 2000, from the last like 18, 19 years, we've owned the sports world. It's tough. Like we're incredibly blessed, man. And we're incredibly lucky that our teams are the way they are. It's something. I mean, especially if you're younger, man. If you're probably between the ages of 10 and 18, it's it's you guys are seeing a run. If you're between the ages of 10 and 18, you're seeing a run that is just been unrivaled. I mean, between the Pats, the Celtics, and the Red Sox, the success that they've had over the last 20 years has just been unrivaled. They've just been dominant. The Boston sports teams have just been dominant over the last 2 decades. It's like I said, if you're between the ages of 10 and 18, you're witnessing a run that's pretty good. Sabrina, it is rare. It's this type of a run, this type of dominance that the teams uh the team that the New England teams have had, it's you don't really see it. You don't really see teams have such like sustained success over so long. All right, Mac, I got you, brother. I got you. Keith says my next door neighbor is a Patriots fan. Keith, I'm do like you. I remember what it was like before Brady and Belichick. Like you know the guys that are in their mid 30s and mid 30s and older. Remember what it was like before Brady and Belichick got here. Before they started all this, it's been something, man. It's the last 2 decades have been something to watch. Redskins and Angels fan. So yeah, man. I know. Oh, yeah, that's tough. That's tough, man. That's tough. I give you credit though, sticking by your teams though, man. If you're one of the true fans, no matter how good or bad that team is, you still come out here and rep them. That's you deserve respect for sure. Carver, I tell you, dude, Carver, it's something, man. The run that Boston sports have been on in the last 2 decades is just like you you just have to just sit back and just enjoy it because it's not going to last forever, man. It's definitely not going to last forever. So you just kind of have to like sit back and just appreciate, you just got to appreciate what you're seeing and what the teams are doing, at the moment. They're just the dominance is just it's just unheard of. Who do I like in the Super Bowl, Keith? I'm going to go with the Niners. I am going to pick San Francisco in the Super Bowl. Me too, Mac. Me too. I am too. What up, Philly special? What's going on, bro? What's up? Titans are definitely building in the right direction, though, Carver. That's a fact. Titans are building in the right direction. They Vrabel's a good coach. He gets those guys motivated well. He has them all believing in a as them all believing, and they all pull together as a team. And that's half of it. You got to get your team to buy in first before anything. And Vrabel has done that for sure. Um, Now he's just got to get the right quarterback in there. He's got to get a I don't think Tannehill's the answer. He might be a stopgap guy for you guys, but I really, truly do not think he's the answer. Um, if you once you guys find your franchise quarterback, I think it's going to be a different story. But you're definitely Titans are definitely building in the right direction. They're definitely trending upwards. That's for sure. After Kyrie, who was the most hated Celtic? I don't know. That's tough. I mean, I know Ray Allen has a lot of bad blood with this town. I know that. I know a lot of people in Boston don't like or have have a bad taste in their mouth from Ray Allen. The Titans got a lot of they got quite a few questions of their own though. I mean, do you give Henry a boatload of money cuz he's going to demand it. He's going to ask for it. And then, Tannehill's going to ask for a ton of money as well. So you have to I think they have to really decide who they want to pay. I mean, me honestly, I'd feel more comfortable doing a giving a 2-year contract to Derrick Henry for a bigger sum of money over Tannehill because I just don't. I've never really. I mean, Tannehill led you guys well, and he did a good job, but I don't believe he's the franchise quarterback there. I think you're still kind of looking for your franchise quarterback in Tennessee. Tannehill was a nice fill-in, though. I will give him that. He was a very nice fill-in and played way better than anybody ever expected him to, but I do not think he's the answer. I do not. Yep, I'm with you, man. Absolutely. I would feel a lot more comfortable giving Henry the money than Tannehill. Absolutely. I 100% agree. What's up, Jam? What's up? I mean, if it really came down to it and you had to choose, which one walked away from the team, I would let Tannehill walk away. I would let Tannehill walk, and then if you have to go with another stopgap, if you have to go with another stopgap quarterback, then you have to go with another stopgap quarterback. But I would rather put a 2-year contract on Derrick Henry and and then just continue the search for a franchise quarterback. Because once you guys find your franchise quarterback, you have two very very capable tight ends. Your wide receivers, you have a deep threat wide receiver, and you have a you know what's that? Humphreys. Sorry, I was searching for his name, guys. My bad. Humphreys is a very good slot guy. There's the talent is definitely there on Tennessee. You just need a guy to lead it. You just need a quarterback. Deuce, what up, my dude? What's up? I appreciate you too, my dude. You the man, Deuce. You the man. You are the man. Sabrina, I think they are. I think that they are going to draft defensive line this year. I think they'll draft one pass rusher this year. Um, I think the Titans are going to go. They're going to go defensive line and offensive line this year in the draft. I think that is the direction in which they would go. Um, I don't see. I think the coach plays is still in here. I know Carver's in here. What do you guys think, Carver and coach? Um, I think you guys go offense and defense. And offense, defense, and possibly corner at the later rounds. Try and get a maybe a solid slot cornerback. Because I do think that that hurt you guys just a little bit. Was Logan Ryan's play was pretty good, but the opposite side of Ryan is where they hurt you guys. It's where they got you. Um, I think Ryan's a serviceable cornerback, and especially if you give him safety help over the top, then you can really take out a number one receiver with that duo. But I do think you need another cornerback. But if the two Titans fans are still in here, Carver and Coach, what do you guys think? That's my opinion. But I don't really follow the Titans too closely. I do kind of uh, check in every now and then with what they're doing because they're on the Brady watch. So I do check in every now and then with them. I don't really follow them full time though. That's what I'm thinking, Sabrina. That's at least if I was the Titans, that's how I would go because you that's okay, Carver. You're good. Ooh, that's a good question, Short King. I'll have to think about that one, dude. Yes, yeah. So yeah, see, Carver says he wants a pass rusher. Yeah, so I do think you guys, in my opinion, that's just how I would do it. That's just how I would draft it. Short King, I'll have to think about that question. What former Celtic still in the NBA would you want back? Marcus Morris or Aaron Baines? Either one for the side. Either one of those guys for big man bench depth. That's what I would go with. Marcus Morris or Aaron Baines. Deuce, it's not Deuce. I'm telling you guys, if the Raiders offer him, if the Raiders offer Brady 3 years at 36 or $37 million because they're going to throw a boatload of money at him because they're building that brand new stadium. So they're going to throw $36 million for 3 years. That's all. I mean, that's over $100 million, guys, in total. They'll throw a huge payday at Brady. Brady will put butts in seats in that new Raider stadium. He will do that. He's a draw. And the Raiders will spend that money. And you better believe that they're going to get it back as well. The Raiders will spend that money. They will throw a they will back the Brinks truck up for Brady if it means getting him to the Raiders are not out of the question. And the owner of the Raiders, Mark Davis, is crazy enough to do that. He's absolutely crazy enough to do that. So it's not completely out of the question. I do, coach. I do know how that goes. It goes slow. That's how it goes, coach. That's how that goes. That would be weird though, Deuce, huh? Wouldn't it? Seeing Brady in black and silver. How would I wonder how the Raider fan base would I wonder how the Raider fan base, if he ever did end up a Raider, um, I wonder how the Raider fan base would look at that, because would you guys ever be able to forgive him for the tuck rule game if he ever did become a Raider? I mean, because that we all, the tuck rule game is why the Raiders and Patriots have that rivalry in the first place. It would be super weird seeing Brady in black and silver. It would. It would be weird. It would be weird seeing Brady in any other color than Patriots. Really weird. I think the whole NFL would have to get used to it. I think the entire NFL would have to get used to it, not just Patriot fans. Brady didn't make that's true, Deuce. That is very true. That is very true. See, people do like Brady. So Brady went to that UFC event, I believe, that UFC fight in Vegas, and he was talking to he was actively talking to the owner of the Raiders when he was there. He was actively meeting, well, I shouldn't say meeting, but talking with the owner of the Raiders when he was there. And one of the things that really stuck out in the conversation was that he inquired about buying property in Vegas and asked where where good spots were to live in Las Vegas. So I mean, take it how you want, guys, but if he's inquiring about buying property, either he's playing a really good game with the Patriots, either he's playing a mind game with the Pats, or he's serious. So, take it however you want it, but he inquired about buying property in Vegas. Where are the good spots to live in Las Vegas? Deuce, you'd be surprised what money can do to people, bro. If somebody said, here's $120 million, 30, 120, $140 million, call it 3 years at 36, 37 million. That's going to be hard to say no. I mean, no matter what the uniform is, that's $140 million is still $140 million. So if the Raiders throw that kind of money at him, it might even be, if they throw that kind of money at him, that's going to be awfully appetizing to Brady. Because his whole attitude about taking hometown discounts in the last 9 months has definitely changed. This season, especially this season and last season, he's kind of more about making himself feel comfortable over making the sacrifices for the team. So it's definitely going to be interesting. The Brady watch in Boston has definitely commenced. Deuce, it would no either that, or they would just get rid of Carr outright. You know what I mean? They would just trade him outright or move on from him outright. I think personally, if they're paying that much money to Tom Brady, I think he's just going to be moving on outright. That's just my opinion, though. I don't know about you guys, but that's my opinion on that. If you're going to pay him that much, Derek Carr is probably out of there. More than likely out of there. But that's just me. What's up, Brayton? Welcome back, my dude. Mac, I don't know, dude. Like I said, the Brady thing is it's an interesting, like it's a real interesting situation, because there are scenarios in which he could leave. I mean, they're probably, 25, 30%, that he leaves, but still there are scenarios in which, Brady could see a massive payday from another team and he could take it. Sabrina, that's absolutely the thought process. It is. I'm telling you, Deuce, it's not out of the question. It's absolutely not out of the question. Rivers to the Pats, unless they got him for a ridiculously low deal, he would probably be used as a stopgap guy until the Pats found their, kind of found their, franchise quarterback. But unless they got him at a ridiculously low price, I think they would stay away. I think they would stay away unless they got him at a ridiculously low price. Yep. Nope. I completely agree, coach. He has to be very cheap. And I mean like very cheap. TG, when Brady retires, who are the top three quarterbacks? I'm gonna go with Mahomes, Wilson, and number three would be tough. I'm trying to think. Who could we put in that number three one? Maybe I don't know. Mahomes and Wilson, I would think, would probably be my top two. I would have to think hard about that number three though. Um, hmm. Yeah, but Sabrina River, in my opinion, Rivers has lost it. He's lost a lot of speed on the ball. Um, yeah, Keith, but I'm putting Breeze in that Brady kind of bracket. I think he was going. I think I don't. Breeze is still good too. Breeze is still good too, but I think Breeze is going to be right behind Tom Brady, maybe a year, if that. I think when Brady goes, Breeze will probably follow suit the year after. Breeze could possibly even retire this year, so we never know. So Breeze is an interesting one, though. Breeze is definitely interesting because he's, like I said earlier in the stream, he's pretty much said that it's it's either New Orleans or bust for him. So Breeze is an interesting one. Yeah, Big Ben's lost. He's on that down. He's on the decline too. Father Time's finally got to him as well. Father Time has definitely got to him as well. Give me one sec, guys. I'll be right back. I'm gonna hit the bathroom and I will see you in a minute. I'll be right back. All right, guys, we back. We back. Whoa, that's better. So, yeah, he's got the flu, Elias. He'll be all right, though. He's got the flu. But we back. So, y'all want to hear a funny story or not? Should we keep talking sports, or you want to? We can kind of go off on a little tangent, and I could tell you a little. I could tell you a little story. What do you think? I'll leave it up to you guys. I will leave it up to you guys in the chat. You tell me. We can continue with sports, or I can tell you a funny story. Something that something that happened to me a little earlier this week. All right. So, for those of you familiar with small dump trucks, the um, the tailgates of those dump trucks have um, slots cut in the side of them for chains. So when you lower the tailgate down on the dump truck, the chains catch the chains catch the tailgate. So are we all familiar with that concept? The seeing those chains on the small dump trucks, and the like holes or slots cut in them where the chains go into. Are we all familiar with that? Know what I'm talking about? We'll start there. That's the basis of this story. So let me know if you guys know what I'm talking about. All right. Keith says yes. Max says yes. All right. So you guys know what I'm talking about, where the chain, the chains go back into the sides of the truck, into the slot that's cut for them. Well, for those of you who don't know, I'm most of the time I'm usually up pretty early in the morning. I start work between I start work between 5 a.m. and 5 and 6 a.m. in the morning. So I'm usually up at 4:30 every morning, sometimes even earlier if I have to be in Boston. Um, I'll get up as early as 3:30. So I'm up pretty much before the sun comes up every morning. So long story short, we I get to my truck, and my truck's a diesel, so you have to start it up and let it run and let it warm up in the wintertime because diesels hate the wintertime. So I walk around my truck and I make sure everything's good to go before I get in it and start it. Well, something seemed off, like the chains weren't where they were supposed to be. And I didn't take, it didn't dawn on me until later. So I went in the truck and I started the truck up, and diesel engines are, especially for the small dump trucks, they're big, and they shake, they vibrate. There's a lot of vibration in a big diesel engine truck. If you've never sat in one or been in one, they shake. Pretty much the whole truck shakes. So I started the truck up and I went to go walk around the back of it, and apparently where the chains go into the slots in the truck, there was two families of birds that decided to make birds nests in those holes overnight. And I didn't, so these birds are sleeping inside this little slot where the chain is supposed to go. Well, needless to say, I walked to the back of the truck and these birds flew out and started basically chasing me down through the parking lot. So, in the words of Forrest Gump, I was running through the parking lot at 4 a.m. in the pitch black with no lights, and no flashlight, no nothing, just running. So, story time with the butcher. It was an interesting morning. But anyways, we can get back to sports after that one. I was more scared of the birds coming at me through the when I was running through the parking lot than anything. But yeah, it was an interesting morning. So that's how I woke up that morning. Yeah, I'm up pretty early, coach. Most mornings it's up before the sun comes up, man. Up before the sun comes up and driving on the road before the sun comes up. It's usually still dark when I start my day. Dark when I start my day and dark when I end it. So, I don't and then I come home here and I jump on YouTube and I broadcast the Celtics and the Bruins to you guys, or the Red Sox, or whatever sports team is playing that night. So that's pretty much my day. Yeah, I coach Boston rush hour traffic every morning, Monday through Friday. Boston's rush hour traffic Monday morning. 60 miles from my doorstep to where I work in the city. And it takes 2 hours, 2.5 hours to do it, to go 60 miles. It's not fun. It's not fun. Sabrina, it was almost as funny as watching somebody walk through watching somebody walk through a spider web at a distance. Because that's probably the funniest thing you'll ever watch in your life. You ever see that happen? You ever seen somebody walk through a spider web from a distance? That's quite possibly the funniest thing you'll ever see. Well, tell he could type it again if he wants. He's more than welcome to type it again. 6'3" dude fall in mud. Come on, man. Y'all got to admit, watching somebody walk through a spider web from a distance is hilarious. That's funny, Mac. I almost got to that point, dude. It was bad. They chased me for probably 50 feet, 60 feet. It was or Yeah, probably 60 feet. It was they chased me for a while, man. I was like, it was not a fun morning that morning. That's good, Carver. That's good, man. That's good. Oh, I could tell you get there. Yeah, being in a truck for 8 to 10 hours a day, guys, because I mostly supply the company that I work for. So I pick up from distributors and I drive the supplies to these guys on site. That's pretty much what I do. So I'm in a truck for 8 to 10 hours a day, sometimes 12. So you know when you're in a truck for that long, you see some interesting things. I'll leave it at that. You see some interesting things and you have to kind of deal with some interesting things as well. It's not exactly the you get put into some interesting scenarios. We'll go with that. We'll put it that way. Mac. That's kind of what I did today, coach. We started off on sports and then now we're just talking about this. I got crapped on by a seagull once on a job site. That was interesting. We were working at Boston. We were working on um, a high end, a luxury. I want to say luxury condos on Boston Harbor, and I got crapped on by a seagull. That was like the third time that's happened. That was interesting. Trying to load my truck up, and it just crapped on me. So that's happened a lot. I mean, I live on the coast, so that's happened a few times. Love the movie It. My wife, not so much. I liked that movie. It was pretty good, man. The sequel was good too. I watched the follow-up to it too as well. Both of them were pretty good though. She hates clowns. Yeah, I'm a horror movie buff. I like horror movies. Horror is probably my favorite genre to watch. I would take horror over the others. Favorite horror movie of all time is the original Halloween. The original Halloween and then the original Nightmare on Elm Street right behind that. 1 and 2, probably the 2 best horror movies ever made. The original Halloween and the original Friday the 13th. I mean, not Friday the 13th, excuse me, Nightmare on Elm Street. Sorry, not Friday the 13th. The original Nightmare on Elm Street and the original Halloween with Jamie Lee Curtis, the first one. Probably my 2 favorite horror movies of all time. I have not, Carver. I have not. No, Mac. I haven't. No, I have not. Sabrina, I've heard that in some spots they're pretty bad. I'll have to put that on the list, Mac. I'll have to put that on the list. What do we got for a time, guys? Let me check what time it is. 11:35. All right. We'll go for 5 more minutes, and then I gotta check out of here because I'm gonna get about 4.5 hours worth of sleep. I gotta be up at 4:30 in the morning. So I'll go for another 5 minutes, and then I'm gonna check up out of here. But this was fun, man. I enjoy just kind of talking about whatever. Oh, there's the cat for you guys. For those of you who haven't met the cat, this is my 19 and a half pound, half Maine Coon, half domestic short hair Diesel. Come here. You got people want to meet you. Come here. The internet wants to meet you. You got some new people that you haven't met. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come up here. Come here. There you go. Say hi. Look at the camera. Hey, look at the camera. No, not the phone. Don't bite the phone. You don't want to do that. Look at the camera. There you go. No, you did it for a sec. Look. Say hi. Come here. What are you doing? Come here. It is a big cat, Carver. It is a big cat. Can you look at the camera? Look, there you go. Say hi. So this is my 19 and a half pound half Maine Coon, half domestic short hair. He is the official mascot of this channel. He's big. He's big boy, Mac. He's big boy. What are you doing? Are you tired? You tired? The butcher ain't too far behind you, my dude. He looks like Grumpy Cat. Yeah, he's the official mascot of this channel, Coach. He's the official mascot of the channel. I've had him for I want to say I've had the cat for so 4 years with 4 years with the girlfriend now. Oh yeah, yeah, the eyes say it all. I think I've had him for like 7 years, I want to say. Maybe seven, I think 7 years, 6 or 7 years, something like that. He's going to be 14 April 8th. So he's not exactly a spring chicken either. He's going to be 14 on April 8th. Put the cat in the logo. We could do that. What's up? What's going on, man? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, he's getting up there. He is getting up there, Elias. He's going to be 14 April 8th. He still gets around pretty good though for his age. He can still. I got a. Whoops, sorry guys. I got a bookshelf that's probably. I mean, I want to say maybe 45, 50 inches from the ground to the top of it, and he can still jump, from the ground on, to the top of that bookshelf. So, and he weighs 19 and a half pounds. So if he can still do that, he's still getting around pretty good. Yeah, like I said, he can be 14 April 8th. So I got him. I got him right before. I want to say right before his. Uh, I want to say right before his 8th birthday. I think. All right, coach, I'll get on that. I'll get on that for you. Elias, 18. Wow, 18, a dog that went all the way to 18. Wow, that's old for a dog, man. Cats can make it to 16, 17, 18, almost regularly. You see a lot of cats, 15, 16, 17 years, somewhere around there. That's old for a dog though. That's real old. That's like ancient for a dog. Once again though, guys, I think we are about to check up out of here. I thank all of you for hanging out with me tonight. Much appreciated. This was definitely a good time. This was a good time. Hanging out and just getting to hang out and chill with the squad for a bit. But I am gonna check up out of here, guys. I'm gonna be up at 4:30. I believe 4:30. 4 o'clock. Take that back. 4 o'clock. So I'm gonna get a grand total of, if I go to sleep in 20 minutes, I'm gonna get 4 hours of sleep. So I'm gonna check up out of here, guys. But it's been fun as always. Always good to just hang out with the squad and catch up with you guys and just chill with you when I'm not really quote unquote working and broadcasting for you guys. But we'll be back at it tomorrow. We'll be right back at it with the Celtics. The Celtics playing tomorrow night against the Warriors. So that should be a good one. But we'll be back for that one tomorrow night, guys. Once again, hope you all have a good rest of your day, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are on the globe. And I thank you for all the support. And I will catch you guys tomorrow night for the Celtic game. Once again, guys, always good hanging out with you. Always have a ton of fun with the squad. Much love, and I am out of here. The butcher is gone. Peace, guys.